All right, folks, we are heading towards the last final stretch of the 2016 election, and I'm just a nervous wreck because there's so much at stake. However, there are some encouraging data. If you are a supporter of Trump, if you're a supporter of the conservative movement, there are some encouraging data here, and that is the fact that of the people that have actually cast their votes, and of course this is way early, the allocation can change dramatically. However, if you're on the Republican side, that the data looks very encouraging for you right now. 70% of those that have voted are white. About 12% are black, 11% Hispanic. We're just not seeing tremendous turnout from the minority groups. And that's stunning. That's stunning when you think about it, because Hillary Clinton and the Democrats have spent so much time, so much effort to mobilize minorities and to use the racism rhetoric to fight against the conservative movement. However, so far, when you're looking at these early, very early polling results, 70% of those that have voted are white. That is a tremendous boost for Donald Trump and for the conservative ticket, because I have a gut feeling that the message that reached out to those white voters are indeed the silent majority. Of course, you're going to get those hipster, college-educated whites that are indoctrinated by the liberal ideologies. That's fine. I understand that part of it. That's the unique aspect of the white voting base in the United States. However, I really think that Trump has really hit hard this message that the Democrats have failed the white working class citizenry. And you can look at the early voting results of Kentucky. You look at the counties within Kentucky that have been hit hard by the loss of steel business, that have been hit hard by the closure of coal mines. Donald Trump has made it a point to let people know that Hillary Clinton wants to put, in her own words, coal miners out of business, out of work. So she is about taking away from the economy. Donald Trump had the message that I am for coal miners, I am for the blue-collar American worker. And I think that message has really resonated. I don't think the liberal media has appreciated that message, has appreciated the impact of that message, because you're finally just seeing it now. You're finally seeing the fruits of that message bear out with 70% white voter turnout. That is phenomenal. Yes, it's so early, it's very early, and that allocation will definitely change. But this is an encouraging start, because we've heard so much negativity going into this election. So I would just say, folks, this is going to be a very interesting night. I think it's going to be a long night. This is going to be a very competitive night, but it is not going to be a landslide like the Democrats have predicted. Maybe it'll be a landslide for Trump, I don't know. But it's not going to be a landslide for Hillary Clinton. And these early polling results, they show it. I know they're downplaying it by saying it's way too early to make an assessment, but again, we're talking about voters in the East Coast. Those are the ones where the results are 3 hours ahead from the West Coast. So we're getting a pretty solid interpretation. We're getting a pretty solid gauge on what's occurring. And I think what's occurring right now is a silent majority that finally stood up and have spoken out. Maybe they weren't vocal in the polling and during the political season. Maybe they weren't vocal about it. Maybe, I don't know, they had other more important things to worry about. Maybe they had to put food on the table. But they were there. The silent majority was always there. And today, they are finally making their voice heard when it counts.